SoundHound AI was one of the most popular AI stocks in the market this year. To start the year, SoundHound AI got a huge boost from the disclosure of Nvidia being a strategic investor in the company. The stock price exploded from around $2 a share in January all the way up close to $10 per share by March. It has since settled back down, trading at $5 per share as of this recording, and it has traded around this range since May. The company is scheduled to report quarterly financial results soon, and investors are asking if they should buy the stock before it announces those financial results. I'll answer that question in this video. I'll also let investors know what they should look out for from the company in the upcoming earnings release. What are the big things they should look for outside of just the revenue and earnings per share numbers, which are widely publicized? So let's take a look at this interesting voice AI company.
I want to thank the Motley Fool for sponsoring this video. Visit fool.com/parkev for the 10 best stocks to buy now.
All right, so in its latest quarter, which the company updated investors on August 8th, 2024, the company reported revenue of $13.5 million, which was up 54% year over year. Cumulative subscriptions increased double year over year to 723 million. These are contracts that eventually will become revenue for the company. These are orders that it's signed or agreements that it's entered that it believes will turn into revenue over the next several years. Now, the company's management has been very acquisitive, making several acquisitions, and the latest being Amelia, which is a key step towards harnessing their huge growth potential in conversational AI. And they say that it will help them scale even faster. They've made several acquisitions even prior to this one, so investors should look out for how these acquisitions are impacting the company. How are they benefiting from these acquisitions? Are they attracting additional talent from these companies? Are they getting revenue opportunities by joining forces with these companies? Or are they finding redundancies and synergies that they can optimize with these acquisitions? Investors will want to hear more about their acquisition strategy because they have been so acquisitive, and it seems like it's going to be an important part of SoundHound AI's growth strategy. Also, you want to hear about some of their new deals, right? In the recent quarter, they signed a deal with one of the largest pizza chains in the world to introduce SoundHound's phone ordering services to thousands of stores. And that's one of the reasons why companies partner with SoundHound AI is because of the cost advantages. Instead of having a person ordering or a person answering phone calls, you can have SoundHound AI's service answer those phone calls and take orders. And that lowers a business's cost because the AI could be lower cost. And the AI can work 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It doesn't call out sick. And so it could offer a business a more reliable source of order taking. Also, Dynamic Interaction, which is SoundHound's next generation drive-through AI interface, launched with multiple top global quick service restaurant brands. That's another area where businesses are interested in SoundHound's technology, is in drive-through locations. Remember, when you go to a drive-through, you're speaking through a speaker, and sometimes the communication gets mixed up and you don't get your right order. And then, of course, the business has to pay the person to be taking the orders through the drive-through window. If that can be replaced with AI, that's one less individual that the business has to hire. That's lower cost, that's lower human resources time, that's lower difficulties and more reliable service for businesses that will utilize this technology. This could be a huge opportunity for SoundHound AI. So you want to see progress on this front. What I specifically look out for is expansions with existing customers. So long as SoundHound AI, let's say they sign a deal with a customer for an introductory deal with 10 locations. I want to see that 10 location deal turn into a 100 location deal and then turn into a 1,000 location deal. If SoundHound AI's service is effective, that's what will happen. businesses will realize, oh my goodness, this is so much more profitable to do the drive-through with AI than to do a drive-through with a person, that we want to switch to this for more of our locations and eventually all of our locations. And the same thing with phone ordering. If they realize that this is so much more effective than having a person take the orders, then they'll eventually switch all of their locations to that strategy. And so this is what I want to see. I want to see updates and I want to see expansions of existing deals. And we are already seeing that with SoundHound AI in the automotive segment. So Stellantis has now expanded to 6 brands that are now in production with SoundHound's voice assistant and generative AI. And in-car artificial intelligence voice AI is another very valuable use case. When you're driving, you don't want to be touching screens and being interacting with your phone. You want to have the voice AI do the things for you in the car. And so it's a place where I think SoundHound AI can make inroads with, and connected with the partners in the restaurants, it could be a big benefit. Imagine you're in your car driving on your way home from work, let's say, and you speak to your car and say, order Chipotle 2 burritos for myself and my wife, our usual order, and have it already paid with the card on file. And that way on your way home you can just go park in the or drive through the Chipotle and have them give you your burritos and be on your way, instead of having to wait to arrive at the location, make the order, and then wait for your order to be prepared. Your order can be prepared ahead of time with payment already accepted, and reducing the time you have to sit there and wait for your order. So that could be a huge positive use case for SoundHound AI's technology. And already they're making progress on this front, and they signed an EV manufacturer in the US that will soon go into production with its voice AI assistant across its fleet of products. That's great news. As an investor of SoundHound AI, you want to see more progress on these fronts. Finally, the company's forecasting revenue for full year 2024 of 80 million and 2025 to exceed 150 million. You want to see updates on this front? Is it still on schedule for 80 and 150 million? Is it better? Is it worse? Where is that at? You want to get an update from management. If it's better than this, then of course that's good news. If it's lower than this, then of course it's bad news. If they reiterate the number, then it's a neutral outlook from the company. And you also want to see improvement in cash flow from operations. In the latest quarter, they used 40 million, so negative 40 million in cash flow from operations. That was up from negative 34 million in the same quarter last year. You'd like to see an improvement on this front, or at least a flattening of where the cash flow from operations, the negative number, is at least the same as it was in the same quarter last year. Or you also want to see slower decreases. So if it's still negative, you want to see the negative being decreasing at a rate that's less than the revenue growth. So you want to see the cash flow from operations divided by sales. You want to see that percentage improving even if it's still negative. So all that being said, those investors that are interested in SoundHound AI stock, should you buy the stock before earnings? Well, it's a very expensive stock. It's trading at a forward price to sales of 12.07, and all of the enthusiasm of artificial intelligence seems to already be incorporated in this company's valuation. So I think it would be more prudent, if you're interested in SoundHound AI stock, to wait until after the earnings come out, digest the results, and then make a decision about investing or not investing in SoundHound AI stock. Did you know that over 90% of the people that watch my channel are not subscribed? It'll really help support my channel if you hit that subscribe button. And oh, by the way, one of the benefits of being subscribed is that I take requests from subscribers more often than I do from non-subscribers. So if you prefer that benefit, please subscribe to the channel.